Her eyes were large and dark, the tips of her ears slightly pointed. She looked like a nymph from a children's story. She stood for a moment to take me in, the involuntary up-and-down look to measure me against her expectations. She hid her disappointment well. They usually expect someone bigger, more imposing, not this general average of height and appearance. She came up to me and put out her hand. "I'm Emma Roux." Her hand was warm. "Hello?" "Please sit down." She gestured at the suite in the sitting room. "Can I get you something to drink?" Her voice had an unexpected timbre, as if it belonged to a larger woman. "No, thanks." I sat down. The movement of her petite body was fluid, as though she were completely comfortable inside it. She sat down opposite me, tucked up her legs, at home here. I wondered whether it was her place, where the money came from. She waved a hand. "This is a first for me, having a bodyguard." I wasn't sure how to respond. The lights of the Christmas tree flicked their colours over her with monotonous regularity. "Maybe you could explain how it works," Emma said without embarrassment. "In practice, I mean." I wanted to say that if you order this service, you ought to know how it works. There is no reference manual. It's simple, really. To protect you, I need to know what your movements are every day, of course, and the nature of the threat. She nodded. "Well, I'm not exactly sure what the threat is. Some odd things have happened. Karl convinced me. You'll meet him in a moment. He's used your service before. There was an attack yesterday morning." "On you?" "Yes. Well, sort of. They broke down the door of my house and came in." "They?" "3 men." "Were they armed?"
"No. Yes, they, it happened so fast, I hardly saw them."
I suppressed the urge to raise my eyebrows.
"I know it sounds peculiar,"
she said.
I said nothing. "It was strange, Mr. Lemmer. Sort of surreal."
I nodded, encouraging her. She looked at me intently for a moment and then leaned over to switch on a table lamp beside her.
"I have this house in Oranjezucht," she said.
"So this is not your permanent home?"
"No, this is Karl's place. I'm just visiting, for Christmas."
"I see."
"Yesterday morning, I wanted to finish my work before packing for the weekend. My office, I work from home, you see. About 9:30, I took a shower."
Her story did not flow at first. She seemed reluctant to relive it. Her sentences were incomplete, hands quiet, her voice a polite, indifferent monotone. She gave more detail than the situation warranted. Perhaps she felt it lent credibility. After her shower, she said she was dressing in the bedroom, one leg in her jeans precariously balanced. She heard the garden gate open, and through the lace curtain she saw 3 men move quickly and purposefully through the front garden. Before they disappeared from her field of vision on the way to the front door, she had registered that they were wearing balaclavas. They had blunt objects in their hands. She was a modern, single woman, aware. She had often considered the possibility of being the victim of a crime and what her emergency response could be if the worst happened. Therefore, she stepped into the other leg of her jeans and hastily pulled them up over her hips. She was half-dressed in only underwear and jeans, but the priority was to get to the panic button and be ready to sound the alarm, but not to press it yet. There was still the security gate and the burglar bars. She didn't want the embarrassment of crying wolf. Her bare feet moved swiftly across the carpet to the panic button on her bedroom wall. She lifted her finger and waited. Her heart thumped in her throat, but still she was in control. She heard the squeal of metal stubbornly bending and breaking. The security door was no longer secure. She pressed the alarm. It wailed out from the ceiling above, and with the sound came a wave of panic. Her narration seemed to draw her in, and her hands began to communicate. Her voice developed a musical tone.